As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
Set to kick off.
The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Clock going to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Over first and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check 59. Race don't trap. Race don't trap. They gonna need some therapy. Alpha. One. Get one. Check 99. Check 99.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Burrow. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
first down, Bengals.
First and 10, Joe Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Broken tackle. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Delta.
Locke working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And a short return to the 6-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Open man. He completes it to Judy.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Bengals.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Option play, and Hill will keep it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll roll him out right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing throwing again on second down. Block. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 32 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
39-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts
First down,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Pick and choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, let's get some price 7. Let's go.
Block now on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
31-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down the middle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Still churning. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run it down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Option play on 3rd down. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This is the tight end fan, and he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
first down. Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Bengals 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brandon McManus to kick off for
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
6-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. And now a fumble. The ball's out. They find some open field here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Dancing to his left. He'll go up top. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
3rd and 2.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol.
50 seconds to mark. 50 seconds to mark. Here we go, get off the field.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Watch twitch.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow firing quickly here, and that's complete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Burrow on play action. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Today is really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.